There is no second past.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Oh, I am a bit a bit late. Oh, a bit late setting up my live this morning. Coming back from the Worm Moon last night. The Worm Moon. How's it going, guys? How's it going? A little too much red wine and stayed up way too late last night with you guys over on the Patreon. Brandon White says, good morning, Otaku. Good morning, Brandon. How you doing? We're here. We're surviving. And let's get into it. Let's get in to see what Doomberg's talking about this morning. Talk about oil prices. Oil prices are soaring as Hormuz is allegedly shut down. We talked about that last night on the show. But yeah, it does appear like our practices are definitely oil prices are definitely going up. The earth is flat, says Brandon. Yes, it's all nonsense. It's all noise. Don't trust what you see in the sky. This is a red lens on that projector last night. Oh my god. Easy, yes, with the coffee this morning. Good morning, guys. So much winning. I'm tired of winning.
We're gonna win so much, you may even get tired of winning.
Yes, so tired of winning. Of course, last night calling for baseline bear. What do we get? Baseline bear. I'm so tired of it, guys. I'm sorry. I want to be so wrong. I'm tired of it. Thank you, Bill. I couldn't wake up this morning at all. Yep, feels like Groundhog Day. Every day I wake up and it's like, okay, winning, and Bitcoin's still going sideways. 67,000. What's interesting is this pattern we're making. Look at this pattern, guys. This all started last Friday. Last I guess this was the Friday pump, right? Yeah, the Friday into Saturday pump. There, I guess this was Tuesday to Wednesday here, Tuesday to Wednesday there, and we've been doing this freaking chop. Slightly getting tighter and tighter as we get closer and closer, but I mean, if we continue this, it looks like today we're just going to go sideways downward. Looks like we did last night. There's the worm moon from last night. My god. Oh jeez, guys, I'm still trying to wake up. Bear with me. Oh, man. All right, so yeah, if we do continue this up, we are getting a little bit again tighter, but it looks like we are still kind of doing this thing. Maybe today we'll get a little of this thing, a little of this thing, a little of that thing, and then of course we get squeezed out eventually to the upside. That's what I'm hoping for anyway. But yeah, right now we're still getting news out of Iran and the other markets still doing the thing. Okay, all right, let's get back to it. If you guys are just joining, just bear with me. I am rise and shine. Quit was there with me last night till the freaking, I don't know, 2 or 3 in the morning. And he's up with me as well. Guys, we're troopers. We don't sleep. Screw that sleep stuff. What is that? What is that? All right, let's see what Doomberg's talking about. We have about 2 minutes until the opening bell. We did get some statements about Iran and our prices of oil going up overnight. Let's take a look at the headlines, see what's going on. Let's see what we got. Iran war live updates. Israel boosts forces into the southern Lebanon. Drones and hit the U.S. embassy in Riyadh. Anything else yet? Natural gas prices soar as the Middle East war raises global supply fears. Google employees call for military limits on AI, and Iran strikes Anthropic fallout. Another big thing that happened this morning. I don't know if it's going to be the headlines, but I don't see it here. Xbox, it was yesterday. Xbox is no more. According to Microsoft, they're going to shift their focus to AI. And no more Xbox. End of, the console wars, guys, forever. It's forever. I thought this was going to take maybe another year or two, and then all the consoles would stop all at once. TSMC, man, it's hard to get chips right now out of Taiwan, and Foxconn and all those other companies, right? Yeah, this is the world as I knew it is coming to an end. I honestly haven't bought a new console other than Nintendo Switches for like the last 10-15 years. So, I mean, I kind of see why, but then like, how are people going to play games anymore? They're just going to play on their TV, I guess. They're going to get a new TV. It's all going to be built in, and they're going to be, again, happy to own nothing, right? You'll own nothing and be happy. Own nothing, be happy. Okay, what am I looking for? I'm still trying to wake up. Oh, no. If you guys are just joining in, I'm going to just quickly get back into this. Of course, last night you called for baseline bear. Baseline bear. It looks like we are getting baseline bear this morning right down the center. Again, tired of winning. I'm looking at this pattern here, and I'm like, you know what? This seems like we're about ready to get a little tighter and tighter and tighter, and maybe start to break up to the upside. Hopefully today, hopefully tomorrow, we'll start to see a move back up to these 70K area and finally get another leg up. We've been waiting patiently for 25 days. It's about damn time we get a leg up. All right, so that's what's going on with Bitcoin this morning. Opening bell happening right now. We got to jump over there. But yeah, trust me, bro, on the Xbox stuff. That's what the headlines have been saying. All right, let's see if we can get back over there. I'm just trying to wake up. Need more coffee. All right, here we go. And the order books this morning. Yeah, still showing that we got a little bit of legs. 23.3 billion in inflows to 22.4 on the overall volume. Bulls winning by about $1 billion this morning. It seems to be the same sort of pattern we saw the last 2 days. So expect a little bit maybe more upside, or at least another leg up to retest 68 again, 70K possibly by the afternoon. All right. So far. We'll see how the 10 a.m. plays out. Here we go. Morning bell.
Up 2%. The small caps down even more because the concern really is about inflation and maybe not getting as many cuts from the Federal Reserve. You can see Sunbelt Rentals ringing the bell there at the New York Stock Exchange. Intuitive Surgical ringing the bell at the NASDAQ. But of course, the focus is on energy as we see big spikes in crude oil, even bigger spikes in gas, and that's what's driven European indexes down more than 3 standard deviations, really across the board overnight into this morning, and the U.S. looks to set to start much lower this morning as well on really those inflation concerns.
Yeah, if markets shrugged yesterday, this morning they are standing up at full attention. The energy stocks, the energy complex is one to watch at this moment. They are higher. Brent crude at one point touching $85 per barrel for the first time in nearly 2 years. Saudi Aramco, this is when you know things are bad. They're planning to avoid the Strait of Hormuz and instead going to the Red Sea for oil shipments. Yesterday, we learned that Qatar Energy is shutting down more operations after halting production of LNG. Yesterday, for reference, U.S. gas prices rose 11 cents overnight. That's the biggest one-day jump since Hurricane Katrina in 2005. And that adding to that this morning, Iraq announcing that it is starting to shut oil output at its largest facility as it sees storage filled, with the inability to transport through the Strait of Hormuz.
Yeah, so a ton going on, driving energy prices higher, a bigger problem for Europe than it is for the U.S., but we're watching to see how U.S. investors coming into this market is going to affect trading on both sides of the Atlantic. Tech stocks here selling off quickly as traders slash those Fed rate cut bets, and the White House weighs a cap on NVIDIA chip sales to individual companies in China. You can see the largest company in the world in the cash trade now down about 2%. SanDisk and Micron, of course, these memory chip makers had rocketed higher at the end of 25, the beginning of this year, and they're selling off to the tune of about 7% today. Joining us to talk more about this is Voya Financial President of Retirement, Amy Valancourt. Amy, great to have you here with us at Bloomberg Invest. I wonder how you think of investing for retirees around these, incidents or around these, a war. It's hard to downplay the importance of that, but it could be over in a few weeks. It could be something that lasts a year. So how do you deal with that in a retirement account?
Yeah, so we actually measure the confidence of our plan, millions of plan participants. And things like geopolitical risk, things like market volatility, things like inflation, all can kind of shake their confidence. However, one of the really strong parts about the retirement industry, through advisors, through employers, through solutions providers like Voya, is that we've actually enabled over the last couple of decades to help people learn the lesson about long-term investing, long-term planning, sticking to the plan, staying the course. And so while we know these are uneasy events for plan participants to be involved in, we actually track in aggregate behavior all the time, but in particular to this as it relates to market high peaks of market volatility. And people really are taking those lessons and staying the course or sticking to the plan. And so we'll see.
We're just dragging this out. If you guys didn't catch, I think it was like a couple weeks ago, we were talking about this back in February. The typical U.S. worker has about $955 saved to retirement. No one is actually, in the grand scheme of things, actually saving for retirement. There's so much doom wrapped up in that bubble. All right, that's all I want to mention there. I do want to, of course, mention the doom while it's staring at me in the face. All right, let's get back to it. The rest of the headlines this morning. Let's see what CNBC is talking about. We did just have the blood moon, or not the blood moon, the worm moon, full moon last night. Typically, we do see a little bit of a delayed reaction out of Bitcoin when it comes to the full moon. Usually between 12 to 24 hours. Sometimes it's up to 2 or 3 days. So it's possible we do see a little bit of a pumperoonie here by the end of the week. My idea right now, as it stands, unless we see some sort of catalyst to bring us down further, we are testing a trend line right now and getting tighter and tighter. We've been doing this now, it looks like, since last Tuesday, so about a week ago. We're getting tighter and tighter to move to the upside on this. I guess you're going to actually say the trend really, we've got a higher low here, but the trend actually really began right back here on Saturday. So as long as we can hold this, then maybe we can get back another leg back up and hit 70K here soon. We're still a little bit higher than the overall trend, so maybe I can go a little bit. Well, I'm gonna leave where it is. All right. So that's where we are currently. And again, if you guys are just joining us, of course, we called for a baseline bear last night, and of course, the winning. It's been so long now, I don't remember the last time we were off on the channel in our predictions. Okay, moving on. Talking about crude oil now up to 77. It's probably the high I remember seeing over the weekend too, so I'm not too surprised by that number. But that was in the crude oil. Wow, Brent crude's up to 83, so a little bit of a hike coming across the markets. All right, let's see what do we also got here on the order books. Looks like we already started to see a little bit of a peak here this morning at 67.5. Already getting shot down and heading back to 666. More than likely it's going to be 666 on the rebound. Yep, and it looks like they're still setting up down below. We're still stuck in a tight channel between 666 and 70K. 666 and 70K. The same place we left our chart last night. All right, the same place we left last night. 666 and 70K. Boom and boom, 70K. All right, what else we got here? Doomberg. Let's go over to, we're done with Doomberg. We're going to go to the CNBC real quick, see what's going on with them. Oh, yeah, the retirement savings. Oh, my God. Oh, yeah, and the Xbox thing, right? The Xbox thing. We were talking about that. So Xbox came out with this yesterday. Said Xbox big shift after 32% revenue drop. Brands sunsetted into PC/AI future. What gamers need to know. So Xbox sales declined as Microsoft prioritizes AI and PC gaming, raising questions about the future of dedicated consoles. So I don't know. Maybe they have one more console. Maybe they already have one in development. They're gonna do one last hurrah, and that'll be it for the consoles for them. At some point, we do have to move on because technically we're wasting materials on things like this. In the grand scheme of things, these consoles only really don't really keep up with the rest of the technology. They never have. As soon as a new one comes out, they're already outdated. But yeah, what do I know? I've been a PC gamer my whole life. All right, 67,100 on Bitcoin. Let's get back to CNBC this morning. What? I've got so many damn tabs open. Did I close everything? I think I did. It's just too many damn tabs open. And there we go. There we go. Let's get back over to CNBC. See what Kramer's rattling on about this morning. Target.
Decent dividend was what a lot of people want to see because it's got a 5.8% yield.
Best Buy does.
Yeah, but actually what she said that some really good things. Computers are good, but they are worried about DRAM. DRAM prices could go higher. Home theaters are bad again. They got a new TV, new kind of TVs that are coming out. And she thinks it's going to really spur a lot of buying, but appliances aren't that good. But again, they're growing. They're adding stores for the first time. Do I think that that's a big turn? I think that maybe it can stabilize.
Well, no, I'm saying I'm just looking for examples because you talk about how hard turnarounds are to accomplish in retail and certainly in the area in which Target competes. So I was looking for examples.
No, you're absolutely
right. I do
right.
remember when the narrative was Amazon's going to put Best Buy out of business forever, and there was a period of time when that stock was on its knees. But to go back, let's go back a ways and take a look because there has been a bit of a turnaround.
And I'm joking with you. I think it's almost impossible to do a turnaround. That's one of the things that has plagued everybody who's come into a declining retail. But once you have double-digit comps, by the way,
give me 10 years, guys.
You have double-digit down comps. I can count on one hand how many have come back from that. All right. Well, they've.
All right. There you go.
They've managed to be able to stay in the game.
Yeah, exactly.
The ones that couldn't stay in the game. Well, CVS is going to stay in the game.
When David asked you that, I thought your answer would be CVS.
CVS, and they were helped by the fact that Walgreens has taken a kind of a bit of a dive there, and Rite Aid disappeared. So you really only have one major drugstore chain that also has, of course, a lot of healthcare.
They do have a large health insurer now.
All right. Now they're just all over the damn place this morning. Okay, CVS, gotcha. All right, let's see what else we have in the headlines, shall we? It is 9:40 right now. Bitcoin's still holding around that 67,000. Just broke it right now, actually, as I came over here. 669. Waiting for a reaction out of Bitcoin. Still stuck in a tight channel. And this is the idea I've had this morning, as of this morning, calling for hopefully a continuation of this pattern as we get tighter and tighter, possibly to retesting 72K. On the backs of the worm moon. Last night, of course, you guys hanging out with me over on the Patreon. We were up way too damn late today. God have mercy, says Crypto Quint on those RAM prices. 100%. Grand Rising, Gamma Goddess, yes. How's it going, Gamma? Otaku and Chaos family, have peace and safety. Make sure, let's make that some money as well. Crypto JPEG also here with Andy. Good morning, fam. Good morning, Andy. We got Easy also here, and happy Joy. Happy Joy. Guys, wake up. Let's go. From the Worm Moon, Mario Cortez also here. Good morning, Chaos. Let's go deep, baby, deep. Looks like a lot of you guys are sound like you guys are backing up the truck last night on the Patreon, buying up this dip, this opportunity. This could be one of the last ones we get if we see much more than this right now. Everything is, of course, oversold. It looks like as of this morning, the overall sentiment is a little low. 2 or 3 on average on my charts right there. % down on crypto assets. Let's take a look and see how the overall market is doing this morning. How's the sentiment? Here we go. Stock market first, of course. 34 in fear. Damn, it's the lowest one we've seen in a while here on the stock market this morning. With Hormuz officially shut down, and I guess not oil, of course. 20% of all the oil that comes out of there to the rest of the world. Oh my God, 20% of the world's oil comes out of Hormuz, and it got shut down. 34%, 34 on the index right now for fear in the stock market, with crypto, fear and greed looking at a 11, 8, 9. What are we looking at? 5. How much fear do we got? 14. Look at that. Still not that bad. This is, again, coming off of yesterday. I think it was like 13 last night when we were doing our live. So it's actually not too bad for crypto right now. It feels like everything's at the bottom. And, of course, we're a key. The overall sentiment right now is kind of feeling that direction. Looking at the Dixie this morning. 993. Let's go. A little bit lower on the Dixie. Oh, wait. 993. Holy shit. I was thinking 983. Holy crap. 993. Whoa. Oh, that's not good. Dixie coming up today. Yeah, I'll probably start to see a little bit of a downward tailwind for crypto assets and maybe risk on as well today. That's not good. As the bombings continue in a bull pattern right now to break out above towards 100, possibly after this move. My God, that sucks. That sucks. Let's get back into that chart real quick. It's been a while since I looked at the Dixie on TradingView. All right, yep, that's in a stupid bull pattern. A cup and handle right now about to form on the Dixie. Oh, terrific, terrific. If it moved right here, it goes about 997, about a pull point from the high yesterday. That sucks. That sucks. That sucks. I can't play this one enough. Damn it!
What are you, stupid?
Who the hell's buying dollars? I don't know, man. Old Doomer Boomer is buying dollars right now. 99.4. Just broke out. Just broke out right now. The Dixie just broke out right now. Cool. Cool. Not really. Let's take a look at the overall market in crypto. How is it feeling with the Dixie being at 99, almost 0.5 on this move? Look at the top 100 here on the day. Everything in the red, right now, an average of 1.3% down, 1.5%. The top 1 to 200. Like I said, most of my assets I see on my chart are like between 2 and 3% off right now. Pippin is the most oversold at 12%, with Kite at 11. River still up another 18% on that on that privacy coin sector trend. Doing this on the weekly here, we're looking for assets that are down at least 15-20%. There's still hardly anything. Atom is close to being 15% off. Then you got some meme coins and stuff like that there. We got Pepe, we got Kite down 14%, and Pippin is the only thing oversold enough on the weekly to make any sort of move on. That's 37.8% down on the week. Looking here at the month, we're looking for 30s and 40s. There's still nothing here, guys. There's still nothing here. Same thing from yesterday, even with a little bit of a downturn today. SWE is not even 20% off anymore. This thing used to be 45% at the beginning of last week. Guys, we're running out of time. We're running out of time. Make sure you get some before it's too late. Let's see. BitGet, of course, that's the exchange token. That's 30% off, and that is it, guys. There is no opportunities right now. I am calling it. Just buy, I guess, what's down on the 3 months, maybe. Like, we never really have to go to the 3 month to look for opportunities. On the 3 month, I would imagine you want to see something more than 40 or 50%, maybe closer to that 50%. There's a few here. SWE's still 45% off on the 3 month. Say 50% off the 3 month. I do like Say. It hasn't really been all sold off enough here, to be honest. And for the most part, most of these coins are still 70% down on the year, up a little bit from 80 or 90% sell off. Yeah, I mean, if I had to make a call right now, with everything being the way it is, I really don't hate. I hate going this deep into the time frames. I still like SWE. I still think it's going to do well. Solana's ridiculous, under $100 no matter where you look at it. 82, 83 bucks. If you're looking for something safe to park, those two are probably my best picks right now in the top 100. Let's do the same thing over here in the top 200. Again, IP Story has been one of my top picks here. It just moved into the top 200 a few days ago because it has had prolonged price, decreasing in price over the last month or two. But yeah, we are looking at Power down the most right now on a single day, 50% off. This thing just ran like 200 or 300% on the month. So keep that in mind as well. Getting into the top 100, back to the top 200 in quick succession. That's about it, man. That's all the big moves we have today. River, of course, I guess just entered into top 200. I guess. I just saw this in the top 100. I don't know. It just got a little bit of a pullback right now between 103 and 100 in market cap probably this morning. Looking at the weekly, IP is down 18%. The only thing right now that fits in my 15 to 20% criteria for oversold on the weekly. Golem. You know, freaking, yeah. Lord of the Rings. Golem down 15% on the weekly. That's it. You got IP or Golem right now oversold on the week. On the monthly, we've got a few that are oversold to the point where we're even able to mention it. IP is almost 40% off. Remember, this was 52 just a day or two ago. 52% off on the month. Now it's only 38. People are catching that on the low. It's at the very bottom right now. It's about 83 cents on IP Story. Grinding that to a halt. Let's see what else we got. Optimism, 46% off still. Kula down 34%, and Axie Infinity. And I'm not a big fan of most of these other coins, so Sentinel, is that Sentinel? I think it's Sentient. Sentient, I always get that wrong. Sentient down 43% this morning on the monthly. Those are it, guys. Those are the only opportunities to see here in the top 200. I'm probably going to be sticking with IP for the most part today. If I had the opportunity, DCA into anything, there's hardly anything left to look at. All right, guys, that's, of course, my 2 sats for the day. Is the bottom in? Question mark? Well, you decide.
I'd buy that for $1.
Not financial advice. All right. All right, let's continue. The Dow plunges 1,000 points, heads for a worst day since April 2025. Live updates. April 2025 was a pretty bad day for a lot of markets. That was our bottom, I believe, in 2025 after the tariffs were announced and then the DeepSeek event occurred. I remember when Bitcoin hit, what was it, 70,000 on that run up? Yeah, whatever it was, back in April. And then eventually from there it rebounded. So I guess that could be I guess a bottom signal too. People saying stuff like that on the Dow. That would be 2.5. I gotta go farther out, way farther out. Gotta go year back. Let's go. All right, here we go. This is what I'm looking for. 2024 and the pullback here. April. We hit $75,000 on Bitcoin from the run up from Trump's inauguration, the DeepSeek event. And of course the tariffs, of course, selling us off from February all the way down to April. All right, let's go. Anything else happening? U.S. equities tumbled on Tuesday, undoing a Monday equity comeback as oil prices spiked again. Traders begin to worry about the Iran conflict that could drag on longer than anticipated. Yeah, I think some experts were talking about over the weekend that we could push this into about $100 a barrel. We'll see. Right now, Bitcoin having a pullback. Bears are defending 66.6, and we lost it. 66 flat coming in here soon, possibly on Bitcoin this morning. All right. Let me get back here to the warm moon. The warm moon that just happened last night. We are retracing back to the channel the trend line right now. If we hold it, there's still a possibility you can recover tonight or by tonight, but as of right now, it's not looking too good. Okay, let's see. Anything else happening in TradFi, and then we're gonna get back into crypto news in about 10 minutes or less. I'll give it about 5 minutes if nothing else pops up in the markets. Damn, they're still over here, really?
You're right. I mean, there is that history that you have in ChatGPT, but at the end of the day, it's not as if,
But they're letting people import their history in,
You can just download your ChatGPT history and put it in Claude.
Yeah, I feel like that was part of the reason that so many people switched over, that they allowed this to happen.
Yeah, and the UI stickiness is not...
All right, we're still getting, what is his, I forget his name, Mandeep, they're Bloomberg analyst. Let's go back to CNBC one more time and then jump into crypto news.
Eagle.com optimized our website, turning on.
Damn it, they're on break. All right. One more run through the headlines, I guess, and then crypto news. All right. So we already read about the Dow. Iran war, live updates. Israel boosts forces in southern Lebanon. Drones hit the U.S. Embassy in Riyadh. We talked about that last night as the normies searched for the U.S. Embassy attack last night on our normie roundup. On Google searches. What do you know? What you need to know? The U.S. Embassy in Saudi Arabia's capital, Riyadh, was hit by drones. Israel says it's bolstered its forces in southern Lebanon, dismantled the Iranian regime headquarters. Oil supertanker rates rose to all-time highs following the Iran's vow to close the Strait of Hormuz. The oil prices have spiked as a result of the potential disruptions. U.S. military leaders said that more forces are headed towards the region as they decline to say how long the world could last in Iran. I mean, did they really decline to say that? They just said yesterday it was going to be somewhere between 4 and 5 weeks. Trump, in the remarks of the White House, said on Monday that said the military campaign against Iran was our last best chance to strike and outlined objectives to the operation. All right. I don't know if we're going to really come out and Trump said anything more this morning. Our airlines cancel flights, issued, of course, waivers over the Middle East unrest. Trump tells Iranians the hour of your freedom is at hand. Damn. Well, I hope so. For anyone over there who's stuck in that regime. President Donald Trump encouraged the Iranian people to take over their government. Once the United States Israel has finished major combat operations, Iran, marking a dramatic escalation in tensions between Washington and Tehran. The U.S. and Israel launched this joint attack after 9 a.m. After local time, in which the Pentagon has dubbed Operation Epic Fury. Yes, I had a lot of fun with that yesterday. It sounds like something right out of an 80s film. Yeah, Epic Fury. The U.S. And Israel launched joint attacks after 9 a.m. and we have commenced Epic Fury. The video remarks of the social Trump addressed the Iranian people directly and told them to seize control of their destiny. The hour of your freedom is at hand. Stay sheltered. Don't leave your home. It's very dangerous outside. Bombs will be dropping everywhere. When we are finished, take over your government, and it'll be yours to take. This will be probably your only chance for generations. For many years, you have asked America's help, but you never got it. No president was willing to do it. I am willing to do it tonight. Now you have a president who is going to give you what you want. All right, allegedly. But I mean, it does. Everyone's over there is oppressed, and I was waiting for a time to strike. Hopefully, this will be the time to strike, and they'll be able to get out from under that regime. I know we talked about that a lot. I don't want to get too much into it. Just a month or two ago with the protesters and everything going on over there with their money. That's the thing that starts these wars for the most part. Starts these very big revolutions when your money's worth nothing. All right. Okay, that's Miami at Palantir Technologies protesting organized by pro-China socialist groups. McDonald's is selling $1 Egg McMuffin. What the hell? Freaking Fox Business. You know when you're on Fox Business when we're reading headlines like that. And don't actually matter. All right, one more run through CNBC, and then we're ready to get into crypto news here any second. Anything else happening that's actually meaningful over here? FCC chief tells CNBC WD Paramount merger deal clearer than Netflix's will be approved quickly. Cleaner than Netflix's. Google employees call for military limits on AI amid Iran strikes. Mistakes were made. Grassley tells Noam about the Trump's immigration crackdown. I'm not feeling any of these other sideline headlines. Best Buy's holiday sales disappoint, but retailer shows progress in growing profits. They're donezo, man. I just saw like 2 or 3 more stores close over the holiday season. Supreme Court bars on redrawing any only Republican held in New York City congressional district for 2026 election. Japanese home builders go on a U.S. shopping spree. Damn, really? What are they doing over here? Let's see. Let's find out. Japanese companies bought 2 U.S. home builders in February. Japanese companies now own 33 home builders that operate in the United States. Once the most recent deals are closed, they will have close to 6% of the U.S. market share. What? That's crazy. Daiwa House and Sekisuki. Oh my God, I can't pronounce anything today. Sekisui. Which are both traded on the Nikkei, have been the most prolific in the United States. Apparently, I did not know we had that many Japanese home builders in America. Nothing's built in America. Not even America's stuff is built by Americans. Anything else? That's about it. All right, we're gonna head over one last time, check in with TradFi, and then get to crypto news. All right, what are you talking about?
Further push rates down.
We just go into credit, these big arguments, and it strikes me that.
All right. One last check on CNBC.
Has the best technology. There's not even any doubt about it. And he defends almost, like if you have a business with Shopify, they defend Shopify. They defend so many newspapers, so much media. They are ahead. There's no one challenging them. But here we are today. It's down 5. And you say to yourself, what do I do? It's the winner. I'm in it. And the answer is just wait. Just wait. Let the sellers finish. Don't be a hero, because these are all.
I don't know what he's talking about, but the little headline there says Feds Williams risk to achieving employment and price stability goals now in a better balance. Yesterday they were talking about rate cuts happening probably by September now. If inflation's that sticky according to their numbers. All right, let's get into crypto news, guys. I'm over it. TradFi is just kind of boring me now. Let's take a look and see what's going on. Bitcoin.com news. As of 20 minutes ago, Bitcoin shrugs off Iran shock as crude oil hits a 1-year high. I don't know, with the Dixie above 99 this morning, I don't think that's really good indicator for Bitcoin. These prices today. We'll find out if this bounces, but if not, this is my idea at the beginning of the open before the Dixie started to rally. We did come back down the trend line. We did wick there, and we're still holding as of right now. on the 4 hour. Looking a little bit more green, I guess, on the shorter time frames, but for the most part, yeah, we are not looking great this morning so far. Based on Bear, of course, calling for last night down the center this morning. All right, Simpson now sees bearish Bitcoin pressure eroding as strategy, Metaplanet, and Fed shift market dynamics. That one just came out. We can take a look at that. Is it Anchorage? What is that? I'm not really seeing too many here at all, man. They've been really behind. I've been disappointed with this website. Simpson now sees Bitcoin bearish pressure eroding as strategy, Metaplanet, Fed shift market dynamics. I'm not going to spend too much time here. This is an older article as well. The simple fact is there's too much time. There isn't much time left in the rest of 2026 to be bearish. There's too much happening with stretch rates increasing, BTSR on the horizon. That's Metaplanet, right? And with their 1.5 billion smash buy and Metaplanet preferred shares on the way. Mao's references the highlight accelerating corporate Bitcoin treasury strategies, beginning with strategy. The company recently raised their dividend and stretch preferred to 11.5. Obviously, they're trying to get more money to buy more Bitcoin. He also pointed to the BTSR, the Bitcoin Standard treasury company, which plans to go public through the SPAC merger, backed by more than 30,000 Bitcoin and a $1.5 billion PIPE. PIPE, I guess that's a ticker. It finalized BTSR could become one of the largest public Bitcoin treasury firms, creating another institutional vehicle for large-scale Bitcoin accumulation. All right, obviously, yeah, Metaplanet continues up. Then you have looming rate cuts rotating from metals and the big print hanging over everything like the sword of Damocles. Okay. What the hell? Of course, that's coming from Samson Mao, my Otaku brother from another mother. Yeah, and I agree with him on this stuff, but like the big print, we've been waiting for the rotation from metals now for way too damn long. It's like over 6 months now, way too damn long. And the looming rate cuts, I mean, we're looking at September now, according to TradFi. All right. We'll just have we have a little bit longer down here, guys. Maybe we'll have the first ever, 6 months straight in a row for red candles on the month, and then we'll get into the bear market or the bear market bottom and then be over with. But as of right now, I'm still looking at March to be the bottom. All right. Let's see. Let's take a look at Cointelegraph this morning. Anything else going over here? Stablecoins could weaken bank lending and monetary policy in Europe, says the ECB, the European Central Bank. Visa and Stripe's plan stablecoin card expansion to over 100 countries. Aave chain initiative to exit Aave DAO after governance clash over funding. Looks like there's some heat going on over at Aave. Why the yen stablecoins are key to Japan's crypto ambitions. Ooh, I like that one. There's a lot of stablecoins in Japan now too being proposed. A lot of them. I mean, Sony's own Bank of Japan coin. They have so many coins over there. Was it Settlement? There's so many damn coins. Too many damn coins. Let's dive into that real quick. Japan's regulators and conglomerates are working to bring one of the world's key funding currencies into DeFi, but retail activity remains muted in Japan. Japan is preparing its financial system of world stablecoins and tokenized assets with banks, regulators, and financial conglomerates working to bring the yen to the economy on chain. The country is now the world's fourth largest economy. And its yen is the most important currencies in the global finance. According to the International Monetary Fund, the yen accounted for 5.8% of the global foreign exchange reserves, ranking third worldwide. It used to be the third largest economy as well. They lost that to Germany now. That happened a year ago or 2 years ago now. I think it happened at the beginning of 2025. Major reason for the yen's systemic importance is the carry trade. Due to the low interest rates, investors borrow cheap yen, convert it to other currencies, and then invest in higher yield assets, making the yen one of the most trusted funding currencies for the global markets. Of course, that unwound last year. Still, Japan's central role in the global finance has not been represented in the blockchain economy and has begun to change after President Trump took office in January of last year, which accelerated the cryptocurrency discussions worldwide. Like the U.S., Japan's ruling party has stated that its ambition to become the global center of Web3, achieving that goal may depend on stablecoins being capable of bringing the yen on chain. However, the retail crypto activity in Japan remains relatively muted, even though the local industry is backed by some of the largest financial conglomerates and banks. What they really need is a crypto anime to really set this thing going. They have like TradFi animes out there. You can watch like a investing anime. Oh god. Anyway, Japan's crypto industry has blessings of the government and conglomerates. Sanae Takaichi became Japan's first female prime minister in October 2025. In just a few months on the office, she dissolved the lower house and snap election. I don't want to spend too much time there. It's ancient history. These priorities are set in the blockchain strategy of SBI Group, which is the largest financial conglomerate in Japan. Kitao-san is one of the best persons to commit to the crypto revolution in Japan. He created the SBI under the evolution of the internet, said Watanabe. Those Startail Group co-developed SBI Stream blockchain. Layer 1 aims to become the settlement infrastructure for the institutional trading and tokenized equities of real-world assets. They're talking about Takaichi's LPP white paper for Startail Group. Alright, Kitao had previously held executive positions at Nomura, Japan's largest securities broker, and later the SoftBank Masayoshi-san. Okay, Forbes Japan's rich list. Yeah. I'm trying to figure out what coins they're citing in terms of stable coins here, though, but I'm not even mentioning any of them. Here's one. On Friday, Startail unveiled its own yen-backed stablecoin, JPYSC. I'm not even familiar with this one, so a totally new one, other than the ones I mentioned earlier. Once we implement the Trust Bank-backed stablecoin, it will become possible for global investors and institutions to execute the yen carry trade on-chain. Carry trades typically take time. The process can take up to 2 days to complete, as Japan and U.S. business hours don't overlap. But if we could get it on-chain, we do it 24/7. Oh, damn. Yeah, they're ready to really evolve this market. Watanabe told Tony Telegraph that he has been in talks with the largest financial institutions in the U.S. and interested in carry trades and intraday swaps. Though he declined to disclose names, how he said that he has been in contact with the top players in DeFi. So it looks like, Japan is making a big push, and it's actually going to matter if they do get this off the ground at the right time, and are able to facilitate that carry trade on the blockchain. All right, what else we got? Enough stablecoins, man. That's all that's in the news today. Stablecoins. Okay. Let's take a look and see what's going on CoinDesk. The news is kind of slow today. Let's take a look at Bitcoin. Right now sitting at 66,700. Still keeping above 666. Just barely on that trend line. All right. Cardano founder criticized the U.S.'s most important cryptocurrency law, the Clarity Act. It won't affect ADA and XRP. According to him, as of 4 hours ago, he goes on another tangent. Let's see what he had to say again on this. Following the Genius bill, the U.S. Congress is continuing to work on approving its Clarity Act. I don't need to go too much more into that. You guys have probably heard me talk about it a million times. While the law is supported by the cryptocurrency market, it is now drawing criticism at this point. Cardano's co-founder, Charles Hoskinson, criticized the Clarity Act law once again. In a recent live broadcast, Hoskinson argued that the Clarity Act could be exempt tokens like XRP and ADA from being classified as securities, but that law could also be able to harm the crypto industry in general. Hodgson's main objection focuses on the provisions that would treat new crypto projects as securities by default. According to him, these provisions would make it nearly impossible for newly emerging tokens to gain liquidity. That's terrible if true. Terrible. To get listed on exchanges or build a user base. At this point, Hodgson's clashed with Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse over the law, describing the Clarity Act as a terrible bill. But they're supposed to have a split between CFTC and the SEC for handling these assets as such. I don't know. Garlinghouse believes that the clarity, however flawed, is better than the prolonged regulatory chaos. Yes, and this is where he loses his shit, man. Because I do remember this him talking about this last week. In response, Hodgson's expressed concern about the broader implications of the law, arguing that the risks are converting nearly all crypto assets into securities by default grants the SEC broad powers. Hodgson's also expressed his disappointment with the inadequacy of regulations of DeFi platforms. According to him, the bill lacks clear provisions for protocols like Uniswap and prediction markets. At this point, Hodgson believes that is not an explicitly recognized decentralized protocols could remain vulnerable to regulatory pressure. All right. Oh, jeez. I think his exact quote's like, "Don't you like freedom? Don't you love effing freedom?" Something like that. It's something like that. Freaking Charles. Love it. At least someone's still passionate, right? Oh, God. What else we have? Yeezy Finance, Ondo Finance token stocks platform on Binance wins regulatory approval in Abu Dhabi. I'm surprised that even came out with what's going on over there. Uniswap, Yeezy Labs commits to $100 billion on Hash Global's BNB holdings. A lot of Binance news this morning. Trump-backed American Bitcoin expands own mining capacity by an anticipated 12%, but 28 exahashes. Doge ETFs break 30-day no inflow streak. Damn. Is the Doge dead? I don't know. Maybe the Doge has finally met his maker. How long do dogs normally live? Some of them live up to 20 years, maybe. They're getting close, man. Is it like 12 years? Some of those dogs are already dead. All right, 3 Cardanos. I had to tease it, man. I still hold a little bit of Doge too. I'm not. I'm just playing. 3 Cardano support levels to watch closely. All this nonsense, hopium articles. For the most part, top failed XRP price predictions of 2025 by popular analysts. I love it. I don't want to spend too much time there though. But I could definitely I could definitely empathize with them. Justin Sun's Tron stock is dying. Good, I hope it does. Lido identifies its ZK Sync WST ETH bridge endpoint contract vulnerability. Oh man, anything else? Man, there's just hardly anything to talk about today. And I am still really tired from the Worm Moon last night, guys. The Worm Moon. Let's go back over the chat file real quick, and then we're gonna do some doom scrolling over on X. It's 10:10 now, guys. Usually we see, of course, the big move happen by 10:30. So we'll see. We'll see if we still get it. Still holding the line as of right now. Is this it? Maybe. That's the idea I opened with this morning before anything, of course, even hit the screen, right? We were up here at the morning open about 67.9. We did fall back down the trend line, but yeah, I do feel like we're doing something like this now. Just identifying the pattern overall. Looks like we're getting tighter and tighter and tighter as we get closer to the 70K for hopefully a breakout by the end of the week. And the Worm Moon in effect. The Worm Moon in effect. Oh god. Okay. So yeah. What do we still got going over here on Doomberg? They're still in the same interview. Holy shit. Apollo's bringing creativity and investment grade loans. Let's take a big look at CNBC. Talk about S&P laggards. Council on Formulations. Trump admin holding of conflict of undisciplined of handling of conflict is undisciplined. Okay, I'm over it. All right, guys, Doomberg. Let's go for doom scrolling over on X. Guys, if you haven't already hit the like or subscribe, you are missing out. Especially if you haven't joined our Patreon, guys. Time to shilly the Patreon. That's right. It's only $15 a month. You want to join, of course, an exclusive crypto Patreon. You can do so, and of course, hang out with us and make all the gains, guys. We had not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, not 6. We had 6 freaking coins in the last 7 days pop off. Shout out to Dylan over there, just killing it for our community. Some of these coins we made, an upside swing of 70 to 200%. 200% on one of the last calls one of our community members made. Although I don't think many people were in it, to be honest. I'm just going to call it like I see it. But we did have, of course, a majority of those coins out last week that made up to 70% that a lot of people got into. There was 3 coins that actually made over 70% of gains. It was Seeker, it was Aztec, and Aztec actually did over 100. And it was Gwei. Where are you going? That's what, of course, we say over there. With another big one just happening. I think it was yesterday. Just yesterday. Not yesterday. It was the end of last week. Was it Robo? I think it was Robo. With over 60%. There you go, guys. There you go. So if you guys want to get in on the action, you gotta, of course, be on the Patreon. Get into some of these entries we're talking about almost every single day. Yeah, you will be rewarded. You will be rewarded. It's only $15 a month. Of course, cheaper than a date with your mom. All right, I'm over it. It's a cool place to, of course, hang out and learn to grow. All right, let's see what else is going on over on Crypto Twitter today. Checking back with you guys in the chat as well. Why you going? Why you going? Yes, Crypto Quint. Yes, Brave Farming Freedom says, Brandon, will you wake up Z-Back, please? Is Z-Back down today? Because I will buy a little more if it is. I'm waiting for us to break 1.9. And we haven't really given it too much on 1.9. Yesterday we did get to a low of 1.88. No, that was Saturday. Damn it, that was Saturday. Yesterday we only got to 1.9. Yeah, damn it. Still waiting for a little bit of a retest. A hopium, I guess hopium for me to get back down to this like 1.5. We only went down there once. A lot of our community members are calling that the bottom right now on ZBEC. All right, yeah, let's get back to doom scrolling. Brutal images from Israel show Iranian ballistic missiles destroying everything in their path. Iran showing Tel Aviv this morning with its ballistic projectiles that Israel's air defense systems cannot stop. The footage has been verified as genuine. Oh my gosh. Just keep on throwing them bombs, slinging them, man. And they look like they're just hitting like residential areas. It doesn't look like this is anything military at all related. I don't know. Michael Saylor, stretch goes to 11.5%. Stretch your income with stretch. Yeah. Breaking largest public Bitcoin miner Marathon Holdings to consider selling its Bitcoin reserves. Guys, they're hurting, man. With Bitcoin underneath 70,000, they are hurting. Marathon, the second largest public Bitcoin holder, has updated its treasury policy to allow potential sales of its stockpile of Bitcoin. The company currently holds about 53,800. Yeah, they're feeling the pressure, man. The miners are feeling the pressure. The price has to meet demand at some point. China demands Iran, Israel, and the U.S. immediately stop military operations. Of course, President Xi's been very vocal about this, especially at the beginning of the weekend, calling for this as a legal act of war. Most accurate portrayal I've ever seen. Oh, no. I'm not even going to get into that. Oh, no. The next buyers of crypto may not be human. Brian Armstrong has highlighted the shift that most of the market is still underestimating. Coinbase AI agents are now writing 50% of the code and handling about 60% of the customer support. Automation is already being deeply embedded. But the unlock is payments. Armstrong says that Coinbase is giving AI agents their own stablecoin wallets, but so they can execute machine-to-machine transactions, spinning to up cloud resources, accessing paywalled data, and buying domains and more without a human approving every step. Traditional finance wasn't built for this. Corporate cards require human identity. Autonomous software doesn't fit that model, but crypto rails do. And if AI agents are going to operate like digital employees, they need the native internet money. And stablecoins are starting to fill that role, and that will quietly expand the addressable demand base beyond humans. Still early on, this direction is unclear, but the direction is clear. The AI economy is beginning to plug directly into crypto. Here we go. Of course, we've been talking about that here on my channel for years. Of course, that the AI and robots are coming, guys. They're coming to take your job, and they're coming quickly. Very, very quickly. That's right. If you're a driver, a telemarketer, a lawyer, welcome to the dystopian future. Your jobs are already replaced. Already gone. Yes, guys. Their AI and robots are coming for your job, and it's happening here soon. Soon. All right, quick little taste. Just a quick little taste of the dystopian future this morning. All right. China, 4.3 magnitude earthquake strikes the Jerash area. South of the Fars province in Iran at a depth of 10 kilometers. Damn. Western and Israeli defense experts have expressed concern there might be a nuclear test conducted by the Iranian regime. Yeah, damn, looks like it. Crazy. Mushroom clouds over in Iran. That's scary, guys. They do have, they do have those weapons. That's we haven't seen a a bomb drop like that in a long time in a war effort setting. Baron Trump and Princess Noor get married. Iran is her dowry. Okay, I'm not sure what the hell this is about. Baron Trump and Princess Noor get married. All right, I didn't know that Trump was a prince. I didn't know Baron was a prince.
What are you, stupid?
JP Morgan. Well, I guess because Trump is a king. All right. JP Morgan CEO Jamie Dimon says stablecoin yield must follow the same rules as bank interest payments. That's what we were talking about yesterday. It's a big highlight last night on stablecoins, and JP Morgan said it in this interview. It's about a minute or two.
Have reportedly clashed with Coinbase's Brian Armstrong over the Clarity Act, and specifically this idea of crypto exchanges offering rewards for stablecoins. And Armstrong was on CNBC with Sarah Eisen a few weeks ago from Mar-a-Lago, and he said there's a path forward for the market structure bill that's a, quote, win-win outcome for everyone. How are you feeling about it right now?
Yeah, so the banks feel strongly that there should be, rewards are the same as interest. And that, a compromise would be that you could pay rewards on transactions, not balances. If you are going to be holding balances and paying interest, that's the bank. You should be regulated by a bank. So we've been firm. One thing over here, yes, but if you want to be a bank, become a bank. Then you can do whatever you want under bank law. So I remind people, and your viewers may not know, banks have restrictions and requirements. FDIC insurance, AML, BSA, we have Community Responsibility Act, which means we have to open 25% of our branches in LMI neighbors. We have social requirements. We have liquidity requirements, capital requirements, transparency requirements, reporting requirements, board requirements, government's requirements. If they want to be a bank, so be it. So what we base says level playing field by product. It can't be you have these people doing one thing, without any regulation like that, and these people do another. And if you do that, the public will pay. It will get bad. So people should take a deep breath at what is it you want, and we want competition. We're actually one of the biggest users of blockchain. And we've created the JP Morgan deposit coin. We've moved money real-time payments. We're moving a lot of data now using blockchain. So we're in favor of competition, but it's got to be fair and balanced, level playing field. It can't be completely skewed.
And the risk
for the safety of the system, not just the fairness of competition.
Right. To your point about FDIC insurance.
Well, AML. What about are they? We have
money laundering.
I say we have money laundering requirements, reporting requirements. Which I think is good. To some extent is good because you want a safe financial system as best as you can make it.
Yes. And I think that's the main reason why last week we did get Crypto.com filing for U.S. approval for a bank, national bank, trust bank. I think that's why. I think they're playing that card. It looks like that's the route it's going to take. Remember, if you guys remember, we covered this last week. All right. So yeah, I'm disappointed. This is probably the route they're going to take, and they're pushing, of course, for no competition whatsoever. The banks don't want any at all. Eric Balchunas reports the U.S. spot Bitcoin ETFs records are 1.5 billion in inflows over the past 5 days, including another strong session yesterday. It marks the largest haul in months, with nearly all 10 original spot ETF posting inflows, signaling a broad participation and depth. Meanwhile, the poor Doge doesn't have a single day of inflows in the past 3 days at all on any of their ETFs. I think they only have like a few, one or two spot ETFs on Doge. Fun break when you have all the toys but nobody wants to play with you. poor Kim Jong-un. It's like, dang it. I can't. All right, I get this morning. Let's see what else you guys are talking about in the chat. How's it going? Ben just showed up. Good morning, Ben. Braveheart with Freedom also here. How's it going, Braveheart? Pat Stackums, how you doing? Good morning. Well, AI agents can't hack silver, at least, says Brave. No, but they can affect the futures market eventually. Pat Stackums says, if not already, hide your wives, hide your kids. Banks here raping people again. Yeah. They're right. Everybody out here. Everybody. Jamie was right. Banks heavily regulated. The crypto is unregulated. If crypto wants to do this, banks do attract deposits. They should have some requirements. Yeah. But the banks need real competition as well. I don't think it should be a level playing field from the bank's current regime, right? With their current ridiculous interest rates. That was the thing that he was saying. Like, Coinbase should only offer It should be a bank, and they should only offer yields that are in the same line as the institutions that the banks are facilitating, which is like 0.02% interest. Okay, Jamie is right. Okay, that's what Ben says. Good morning, guys, listening on in. 100% Braveheart says Crypto Quint. Braveheart McFreeman says, I know the Doom is bigger than hacking, but I just woke up and don't want to flex Doom too hard. Yes. Ben, banks are regulated or evil. They're evil, says Pat Stackums. Ben Lawrence says, wrong. Banks want level playing field. You guys are going to get wrecked by exchanges. Your money is much safer in a bank than on an exchange, says Ben. Oof. Oof. my money is absolutely perfectly fine in my own wallet. I am my own bank. Okay, safer yet in silver, says Brave. All right. You guys, yeah, definitely a lot of chatter in the chat on a debate to this topic. Silver is God's money, says Crypto Coin. That sounds like something Robert Kiyosaki would say. Jeez. Okay. Swift partners with BNY Mellon to design a blockchain-based ledger for cross-border payments, tokenized assets. Again, BNY Mellon on Swift network. Okay. Bill Clinton can't stop smiling at pictures of good old times. We talked about that yesterday. It's just sick. ZBEX Super App is live on the desktop. Soon it's going to mobile. Still no Super App for the mobile yet. Real-time payroll, card management, asset growth, all in your pocket, built for everyday payments. And of course, we talked about this on the Patreon last night. If you guys were there, you know what I'm talking about. All right, video from San Antonio, Texas. What could be going on? What the hell? I guess they're moving things to get redeployed elsewhere. I don't know. BlackRock CEO Larry Fink says markets will rise and fall, bubbles come and go. The only thing that matters is staying invested through every cycle. This is probably an older video. Trying to see any details that actually identifying this. They haven't had Larry Fink on in a while. I don't think they even had him on this year yet on CNBC. We're at the beginning of tokenization of all assets on that interview. 250,000 student loans, 30,000 in car loan, $2,000 monthly rent, $5,000 in credit card debt. Another war in the Middle East. AI is taking your job title, and gas prices are about to rise. Welcome to life as a millennial. Yeah, it's been a while since I checked on the normies too. I wonder how they're doing. We used to do a lot of those towards the end of last year, where the doom was intensifying and the markets were in turmoil. And October, of course, to December. I wonder what the normies are doing. Let me go check out TikTok real quick. See if we can get some some overall market sentiment from the normies. I haven't checked out TikTok in months. Oh, this is just nonsense here. Nonsense. If I can't even log into TikTok anymore. Do some doom scrolling over on TikTok. That'll be a good time. Alright, finally logging in. All this nonsense. Okay. We're looking for alright, whatever. I just logged in, damn it. Whatever, I don't care. We're gonna look up Can it not play a video? Like, it has to play a video every minute, every second? Jeez. Okay. We're going to look up economy. We're just going to look up economy on TikTok. I'm sure we'll find some people crying. Oh, my God. Oh, shit. Or I can look up inflation. That's another good topic, too. Oh, my God. Really? Really? You can't even look at shit unless you're logged in? I just logged in. And it doesn't want me logged in. Okay. I'm checking out the normie sentiment on TikTok, guys. If it lets me freaking log in. It says logged in again. Alright, am I finally officially logged in now? I think. I don't know. It's freaking TikTok. Top. Economy. Yep. Yeah, we definitely got people here crying. Let's see, what's this person say?
I got paid $9.49 and my bills equal $9.74. So I literally work to pay my bills. I never have money for groceries, barely. Sometimes maybe $90 a week if I'm lucky. I'm gonna have to go to the food pantry again, which is fine. I'm really blessed to have access to that.
So these are the videos we have on TikTok still going on. That was 11 hours ago, that one. What's this? Looks like a nurse, maybe. Here.
Today is February 16th, 2026, and this is your update on the economy. First of all, did you know we are in day 4 of our 4th government shutdown? This will affect some DHS, the Navy, and also TSA again.
All right, we're still talking about the partial government shutdown. Partial.
We get 20% of our oil from the Strait of Hormuz.
The Strait of Hormuz is closed. Whoever's saying Iran can't actually close, the insurance companies have already canceled policies. You're not doing, oh, maybe we play.
So yeah, it looks like the normies are still feeling it. Oh no! $3 for a tiny little bag.
I want y'all to see this for purposes of America's inflation and the economy right now. $2.38 for that tiny bag of chips, right?
Yes!
That tiny bag of chips used to be $2.38. That's how much this used to cost. Now these are what?
Normies are figuring it out, guys. They're figuring it out. This can't go on forever. I'm telling you. We're gonna see a similar event like we saw in Iran if these inflation prices continue to affect normies and they're not getting, of course, salaries to meet inflation. All right, so I guess it's still the same sort of thing over on TikTok. Of course, you can find that daily. I'm sure we'll get the same sort of effect on the inflation surges as well. We do got to get back into the overall feel of the market right now. 667, 667, 668, 67. Still bouncing off that trend line this morning. The overall meat of the move I'm talking about is still this tight range we've been setting up for possibly a breakout. I just don't know if it's going to happen today with the Dixie getting close to 100. Like, where's the Dixie at right now? 995, still ripping as oil prices continue to surge. Oh, guys, I don't like this setup at all. We talked about this morning, and when we started this morning, we were only at this breakout right here. Boom, and we already made the move. Coming back down right now. Hopefully this will be the end of it. This was the length of that move. That's it. Hopefully the Dixie is done with this move. We really need a win, man. I guess we need to stop this silly nonsense going back to the dollar. Do I need to start burning some more money? God damn it. All right. Okay. Let's get back over to TradFi.
Well, I think the same convexity argument in terms of
How about
reaction
the dollar
also
too?
applies to the Fed.
Same
right now, the swaps market is clearly making up its mind here. We went from 2.5 cuts being priced in between now and the balance of 2026 to now 1.5 cuts, and I think it's justified. You're seeing PCE now still north of right around 3%, clearly above the Fed target. And now you got a PPI number last week, that was also above consensus. So if you're gonna add a spike in energy costs in addition to the stimulus package that we're expecting from the fiscal and monetary, I think it's just makes for a cocktail that the Fed is going to have to respect and probably recalibrate monetary policy. So we're keeping an eye on that, and I think it's going to be very tricky again, and especially the Fed being meddled with all the the political wrangles that we're seeing going into the midterm this year.
All right, let's take a look and see what's going on in CNBC. Everyone's talking about the dollar. Blackstone's private credit fund, BCRED, sees record redemptions, firm meeting request. Ooh. More doom coming for the private equity markets. Let's go. I do love the doom. Hopefully there's more. All right, see what they have to say.
Rough day and overall, as Carl just told our viewers as well in the markets, and Blackstone shares no exception. How do you view the fact that 7.9% of your fund holders, or those representing 7.9%, wanted their money back?
Well, I think it's worthwhile to step back. We created BCRED 6+ years ago with this idea that we could
All right. I'm already over it. 10:30 right now. Let's see if Bitcoin wants to keep the trend going or lose it. 67,200. Looks like so far it's bouncing off of it. Yep, 10:30 right now playing out. Let's see if get a little bit higher on this move. If it does break out right here, we could at least go back and retest 68,000 basically. Still a little short of our halfway point. on our parallel channel. We've been, of course, watching this for 25 days now. My God. Oh, jeez. If you guys are just joining, of course, we called for baseline bear last night. We got basically baseline target. Basically right down the middle, baseline bear. Baseline bear. All right. Might be it, guys. That might be all I got. I'm actually just really surprised I woke up this morning and did the show. I was a little late. I only got like 3 or 4 hours of sleep last night from the full moon. Of course, we were hanging out on the Patreon until about 3 o'clock in the morning. Quentin and I, man, I'm surprised Quentin's still here. Him and I were talking until about 2 or 3 a.m. Okay, what else we got here? Pat Stackham says, yet become your own bank, self-custody, DeFi yields. But yeah, does structure regulate exchanges for stablecoins? Are they going to come after all the stablecoin yields, even if self-custody is next? That's scary, man. I mean, they would have to come after all these, projects and be like, okay, you can't offer any yield on staking rewards and all that other thing. I mean, that goes into a whole different, like a warpath. I don't think America's going to do that, because the rest of the world is going to, of course, be a better place to build if that's the case. I really hope not. And that's how I've been living my life for the last 5 years. I've been custodian my own assets and being my own bank. I don't think the bank has any control over me in my life, other than the loans I choose to to play with. Let's see. Brave Army Freedom says, I suppose we hold wealth in stable blue chip crypto, if that exists. Yes. Stake it or hold wealth in silver and forget yields. Forget yields, says Brave Army Freedom. Yeah, Solana's a good play. Last bear market, I made a F-ton out of Solana, buying up at like $10 a coin or whatever it was on the low. $8 to $10. Solana, I think, is a great place to also stake. I don't know much anymore though. It used to be about 10 or 12%. I don't know if they're doing that now in some of these wallets, if they're staking that high. I think it's only the average like stake reward now is like somewhere between 3 and 6, something like that on most of these assets. There's of course exemptions to that, like XCN, but what is the staking rewards and the Solana right now? About 5%. Yeah, it's about 5%. Damn, this stuff's come down a lot. It's come down a lot. Obviously, you can't do that forever. It's got to be sustainable for the D project. Let's get back here. What's up, Joy? Yes, happy Joy. How's it going, guys? How's it going? QF alarm clocks big ups to touching grass. What the hell? He F's up those alarm clocks. Okay, gotcha. I don't even know how we're still awake, guys. I don't. That was too long last night. Bitcoin, yes, getting a retest right now. Hopefully this does play out and we get back to 68,000. I don't know how, like, traditionally this is not what usually occurs with the Dixie going up, but typically, I mean, there has been times in Bitcoin's past where they both have moved at the same time. I wonder what gold and silver is doing though. Damn, they're still having down days. 5% down on gold, 8% down on silver. Silver's at $81 now. Damn. Could be double bottoming out. Maybe. It could be double bottoming. When was that first move there? It's lower than it was before on the previous pullback. That's about right. Yeah, that's about right. Yeah, it could be double bottoming right now. That's today. This is all price action from today. We lost this last night. Wow. At midnight. At 86. We haven't seen it that low since Thursday last week. Thursday. Crazy. Could be a time to buy. But again, you can also flip it to the other side and look at it like this. That looks like a double bottom, right? Or does it look like a cup and handle to the upside? Yeah, if you're bullish on the way down or you're bearish on the way down, you might be bullish on the way up. It's probably going to be the same thing. A spade's a spade, right? I mean, it's not as high, not as high though. I guess on the downswing, it does look like that's going to probably be it. And they're not going to get that breakout to the downside from silver. So maybe this would be a good time to buy silver. All right. So what's going on with silver right now? Bitcoin's still holding 67 and some change on the leg back up. Hopefully this continues in a glorious fashion. The idea I had this morning just looking back at Bitcoin current price action, it's been doing this in a tighter range as we get closer to these 70,000 level, low 70s. Hopefully we can see this breakout this week. That's my idea right on the board here. I scribbled this morning. All right, we'll see. We'll see if this happens. I gotta get some sleep, guys. I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna take a nap. Come back again tonight. Do it all over again. But yeah, I did have a lot of fun with you guys last night. Tonight is, of course, our Tinfoil Hat Tuesday. Unless anything breaking happens, that's usually what we do every single Tuesday. So I'd love, of course, to see you guys come out for that as well. So have a good one, guys. I will see you all tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern. Stay safe out there. Don't do anything stupid. And we'll be back for Tinfoil Hat Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Later, guys. Peace.
Fly me to the moon, let me trade among the stars. Let me see what freedom's like without money and gold bars. In other words, hold my keys. Oh! In other words, let's make history. Fill my world with more drums and let me huddle forevermore and more and more and more and more. I long for Hollywood shop in the door. In other words, I choose you. In other words, I love you.
Oh man, time to take a nap. Yeah, time to take a nap. Yes, again, shout out to Joy. Definitely agree with Braveheart. Bestie Joy Joyce lives up to her name. Joyful Mama gave her. Bringing us joy and kindness every day. Thank you again, Joy, for of course bringing all of those good vibes into our lives every single day. Thanks again, guys, for coming on out, and I will see you all again soon over there. Yes, on the other side. Have a good one, guys. Later. Peace.
Watch the cash burn,